going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a return to subscriber. As always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate support. Guys, don't take a genius to see that the world has gone crazy. And I got some breaking news out here close to where I'm at in Houston, in the city of Spring, Texas, which is close by. Shout out Spring. And this news broke within the last hour, but it occurred around 11 o'clock this morning in a quiet neighborhood in which a granddaughter brutally gunned down her grandmother in her kitchen of her own house where the granddaughter was staying. And the pool man was doing the pool at the time and heard multiple shots in the house, and he got his ass up out of there and called 911. And this woman lost her life. They're saying the woman is 61 years old. They haven't given any names yet. This is still in the preliminary stages of coverage. Grandmother 61 years old. Granddaughter's 27 years old. Lives in the house with the grandmother. According to reports and what neighbors say, the grandmother was one of those grandmoms that let family come and stay with her to get on their feet. I don't know what the situation was in this, but this woman tragically lost her life, and she hasn't been identified yet, and it's upsetting. You know, in the age now of supreme entitlement and lack of accountability, stuff like this happens and continues to happen, which doesn't make it any better. It's a damn shame how you're starting to see people, family, just obliterating each other. Either parents doing it to their children, or children doing it to their parents, or their parents' parents, like in this case. This is what's known so far. Take a look.
We begin with breaking news in Spring, where reports of gunshots led to the discovery of a woman's body at a home. This happened around 10:45 this morning at a home near FM 2920 and Hanover Forest Drive. KPRC2 News reporter Devin Clark is there live where grieving neighbors are in mourning. And Devin, what have you learned since we last saw you at noon?
Andy, we're still waiting on official confirmation of the woman's identity, but I can tell you, I just spoke to a woman who lives across the street, a neighbor who had tears in her eyes describing the woman as warm, loving, and caring. You can see the scene unfolding right behind me, a lot calmer than it was this morning. Earlier, there was a sea of Precinct 4 deputy constable vehicles marking this shooting site. They say a man was working in the backyard cleaning the pool. He called 911 after hearing gunfire. Once investigators got to the home, they say they found two women, a 61-year-old woman and her 27-year-old granddaughter. The grandmother was dead in the kitchen after having possibly been shot multiple times. The granddaughter detained. Neighbors know who the family is and had nothing but nice things to say about that grandmother.
She was a very sweet and precious lady. She was kind to everyone on the street. She always had a good thing to say to everybody, so it's quite a shock. There was different family in and out at different times, but I don't think anybody consistently, you know what I mean? She took people in, her family, and helped them out. She always did.
HESO Homicide is taking over and will advise about a possible motive and charges in this case. Officials say they had been called here to this home several times, the most recent being 1 or 2 years ago, but never for anything too concerning. We also want to point out that there is no history of domestic violence, and this investigation is ongoing. The only two women in the home were the two women who lived here and are now, one possibly facing charges and the other deceased. We are live in the Spring area. Devin Clark, KPRC2 News.
A devastating loss for folks in that neighborhood. Devin, thank you.
Approximately 10:45 a.m. this morning, Harris County Precinct 4 deputies responded to a discharge of firearms in the 21,300 block of Hanover Forest up in North Harris County. They received that call from a contractor who was working as a resident cleaning the pool when he heard several gunshots. He left the scene. He directed Precinct 4 deputies to the residence that he was at. And upon making entry into the residence, deputies discovered a approximately 61-year-old black female deceased from apparent gunshot wounds. There was another female on scene. That female was detained. She's approximately 21 years old. 27 years old, excuse me. As of right now, the homicide unit has taken over the investigation. And we've learned that they were the only two individuals inside the residence. There are no other occupants or anyone who lives inside the residence, no kids or anything like that. So we don't believe there's any type of public threat, nor is there anyone else that we believe to be injured at this time. We don't know what caused this incident. The 27-year-old female has been detained and for allegedly shooting who we believe to be her grandmother. So at this time, everything is still under investigation. I'll take any kind of questions that you may have. They've had some calls here. Probably the latest call was probably a year or two ago at this point. Nothing over concerning. No welfare check. Something like a welfare check. We don't know. Our crime scene unit is here. They're processing the scene right now. There was a weapon that was discovered on the scene, but that weapon has not been disturbed right now because we're documenting the scene right now.
You don't have a motive, or was there anything taken, or was it processing like a robbery?
No, there's no indication of any type of robbery, no forced entry. Those were the only two females there when the deputies arrived. And there again, the 27-year-old was detained for allegedly shooting the 60-year-old.
Is she cooperating?
At this time, detective, she's been taken to be interviewed. I don't know if she's talking or anything. She did not talk while out here, though.
Yeah, body found inside the house?
I'm sorry?
Is the body found inside the house?
Body's inside the house at in the kitchen area.
Do you have any names yet?
No, I'm not releasing the names of them right now.
Where were the gunshot wounds?
There were several gunshots. However, I can't tell you where until the medical examiner's office gets out here, and then we can do a thorough review of her body and the injuries.
How long will it take for her to get charged, and what will be charged?
Well, I don't want to put the cart before the horse. I'm not saying that she's going to be charged. We will do our investigation and refer all of the information that we get to the district attorney's office, and they will determine if any charges will be filed.
Do you know the age of anybody involved here? Okay. Are they mother and daughter?
No, we believe that it's granddaughter and grandmother.
The female that's detained is living the residence?
Yes, that's the information that we have. That she and the victim lived at the residence.